Good. So in this question here, we are being told that find the determinant A, where A is equal to 0, 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 2, negative 1. Okay, so in this question, for us to find the determinant, I will show you two methods of finding the determinant, and then you will choose the one which is the easiest for you. So at this point here, remember, we are finding a determinant from a matrix of 3 by 3. This is a matrix of 3 by 3. So for us to find the determinant of a matrix 3 by 3, method 1, there is a method 1 I need to show you. Method 1 of finding a determinant. At this point here, when we are given A as A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. This is a determinant of 3 by 3 in a matrix of 3 by 3. Now for us to find the determinant of this one, yeah, that is the determinant of A. Now it will be, remember at this point here, we take A this side here. When we take this A1, we multiply by the minor of this side, because we cover here and we cover on this, we cover the column and they cover the row here. Now we remain with B2, C2, B3 and C3. So it will be B2, C2, B3, C3. Then we subtract, we come to the second one, that is B1. The minor of B1 now, at this point here, it will be the minor B1 of this point here. Now this is B1. We cover this one here, see, and when we cover that one, see it is, then we cover also this one here. See, now we remain with, that is A2, C2, A3, C3. Then we add with C1. Now at C1 here, the minor of C1 going to be, look at C1 here, I cover this one and I also cover this side here. When I cover that one, I will remain with A2, B2, A3, B3. Okay, so at this point here now, the next step after covering that one, we start with A1, we multiply it with A1, that is B2 times C3 minus B2 times C3 minus C2 times B3. That's the first one. Second, at B1, we multiply A2 C3 minus C2 A3. Remember this multiplication here? We multiply that one. Then plus, remember, C1 into A2 times B3 minus B2 times A3. Then you get the determinant. So we need to go to our question. How can we find the determinant of that one? So for us to find the determinant of this one here, this question, remember, we are going to have 0, times this one, 1 times the bracket of this one and this one here, plus negative 1 into this one and this one, and then we find it is determinant. So we have changed it into a matrix of 2 by 2, and then now we find it is matrix. So to our previous question, for us to find the matrix of that one, now it will be 0 into 1, 2, 2, negative 1, then minus 1 into 1, negative 2, 2, negative 1, plus, remember that one, plus negative 1 into 1, negative 2, 1, 2. Okay, from there now we need to multiply. Okay, so it will be 0 into 1 times negative 1 minus 2 times 2. Okay, minus 1 into 1 times negative 1 minus 2 times negative 2, plus negative 1 into 1 times 2 minus 1 times negative 2. Up to there we are okay. So the next step, remember, this is 1 minus this one, it will be 0 into bracket 1 minus this one, 1 times negative 1, that's negative 1, negative 1 times 2 times 2, that is 4. Now negative 1 times negative 4, it will be positive 4, minus, this is 1 times negative 1, we will get negative 1, negative 1, negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 2, positive 2 times negative 1, we get, it will be negative 1 minus this one here, remember it was negative 1, 2 times this one, we get, that's negative 4, negative 1 minus minus 4, that's negative 1, plus 4, that is positive 3, negative and positive, we get negative 1 into, this is 1 times 2, that is 2, 1 times negative 2, that is negative 2, negative 2, now it will be here, 2 minus minus 2, we get positive 4. So here now 0 times this one, we get 0 minus negative 1 times 3, negative 3, negative 1 times 4, negative 4. So our determinant at this point, it will be negative 7. Using this method, you get our determinant to be negative 7. Method 2 of finding the determinant. Now, method 2 of finding the determinant, remember we are told that A is equal to 0, 1, negative 2, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 2, negative 1. Now, for us to find the determinant of this number here, I need us to take the first 2 rows. I replace them on the other side here, the first 2 rows. Okay, now here, for us to find the determinant of this number here, method 2 here, I take the first 2 rows, I write them here, that is 0, 1, 1, 1, negative 2, 2. Okay, after taking the first 2 rows, I replace on the other side outside. Okay, so the next step we need to do I will multiply this one on the right hand side. I need to show you. I will multiply this one here. Then I multiply this 2. Then I will multiply this one here. Okay. So here it will be 0 times 1 times negative 1. Then this one it will be 1 times 2 times negative 2. Then lastly this one will be negative 1 times 1 times 2. Okay, so here it will be what? 0 times 1 times negative 1, we get it is 0. 1 times 2 times negative 2, it will get negative 4. Then negative 1 times 2, that is negative 2. Okay, now look at the ones now I have multiplied, the one which are moving from left to right. So at this point here I have multiplied them. Then the next step, this one here, I will take the ones on the right to left hand side. Okay, so here it will be so the next step here I'm going to take, I will take this one here. I need to show you something. So let me put them this way. Multiply that one, multiply this one, then multiply this one here. So the ones moving from left hand side, now that is 1 times negative 1. Then this one it is going to be 0 times 2 times 2. Then this one here it is going to be negative 1 times negative 2. Okay, so when we multiply this one here, it will be this one here first, it is going to be negative 1 times negative 2, that is positive 2. This one here it is going to be 0 times 2 times 2, that is 0. 1 times negative 1, that is negative 1. Okay, so we have the one which are moving from left hand side to right hand side, and we have the one which are moving from the right hand side to the left hand side. Okay, so there is something I need to show you. The ones which are moving from left hand side to right hand side here, now we add them. That is now 0 plus negative 4 plus negative 2. And the one which are moving from right hand side to the left hand side, we subtract them. Okay, we subtract them. So I need to subtract this one here. For me to subtract them, it's going to be now negative 2, negative 0, minus 1, plus 0, plus negative 4, okay, plus negative 2. So here it will be negative 2 minus 0, that is negative 2, plus, because negative and negative they give you positive, plus 1, it will be negative 1. 0 plus negative 4, that is 0. Negative 4 plus minus, plus and minus, it gives you a negative. Negative 4 minus 2, it will give us negative 6. So negative 1 minus 6, I will get negative 7. So the determinant of A here, it is going to be negative 7. That's the second method. Now it is for you to choose which method you are going to use that. Either use this one or the previous one. Have a nice time, and don't forget to subscribe and share it to your friends also to learn more about it. Thank you.